is Erica Karlovitz, and on behalf of the Southwest and Delridge District Councils and our media sponsor, the West Seattle Blog, I have the honor to present the West Seattle Volunteer Recognition Awards today. So we had 16 nominations this round submitted, and we selected winners in our 4 categories. I'll introduce each one and read excerpts from the nominations that were sent in. We won't make them come up and give a big speech, but you're welcome to contact them afterwards so you can hear more about the wonderful work that they've been doing in the community. So to begin with, we're going to start with our youth category, and we have Sawyer Coe. Come on up, Sawyer. Tell us a little bit about what he does. This award has previously gone to people who are adults or young adults who work with youth. In this case, after making a selection based on a description of service, the committee was surprised to find out that Sawyer is only 16 years old. He's been a volunteer in his community since he was 11 years old and has logged close to 1,000 hours of volunteer service. Sawyer has helped pull invasive species from Lincoln Park and the Duwamish area. He helped plant and harvest at an urban farm in South Park, has done car wash fundraisers, and volunteered at neighborhood food banks. For the past 4 years, he's been a volunteer with Young Heroes and City Heroes, a program that helps middle school and high school students to find worthwhile volunteer opportunities to serve in their communities. He has done a tremendous job giving his time and energy to serve our community, and he's a role model for all of us. Our next category was environmental work, and our winner for this category was Patrick Dunn. Patrick has done volunteer work with the White Center Food Bank, Community Harvest of Southwest Seattle, and Sustainable West Seattle, and his efforts with the last organization are the focus of this nomination. Patrick has the greatest working demeanor you could hope for. He is an extremely productive person. He took over and completed the 501c3 process for Sustainable West Seattle and is the current treasurer. Patrick was a very important leader in the creation of the West Seattle Tool Library. He was the principal Sustainable West Seattle member who pursued all the angles and loose ends, which enabled the tool library to actually be opened on the grounds of the South Seattle Community College. This gives residents a place to donate a used or no longer needed tool, and to enable more residents to have access to the same tools for personal projects that pursue sustainability, like in backyard gardens, home energy improvements, water harvesting, or to use the tools in community projects such as park restorations. Patrick commits to getting his volunteer assignments done with a humble and quiet process that makes working with him a joy. He also seems tireless in the pursuit of volunteer opportunities. At least we hope so, and we want to see this young man working in the grassroots area for a long time to come. Our next award is in the area of a group, and the award goes to West Seattle Be Prepared. I know there's many of you, so come on up. Only 2, no, there's more of you out there that have been involved. Come on up. We'll all get the credit for this event. West Seattle Be Prepared is working to prepare the communities in Southwest Seattle for major disasters. These volunteers have been working for several years on their preparedness objectives. This includes the establishment of 9 emergency communication hubs where community members can go should we have a major disaster or normal services such as telephone are no longer working. Critical positions have been established which will be staffed by these West Seattle volunteers during disasters. The volunteers fill these positions, which include hub leaders, backups so the hubs can operate 24/7, and radio communications operations personnel, and a radio net control manager. Radio communications will be established between the 9 hubs as well as with the Seattle Emergency Operations Center. The additional service the hubs offer is that going to a hub site, community members can either offer assistance or obtain assistance. Should Seattle have an earthquake like we had in the past year in Haiti or Chile, normal city services would not be available. The result would be that neighbors would need to rely on each other until city services are restored, which can be in excess of 72 hours. Well, we hope that doesn't happen. If it does, we're happy to have a group like West Seattle Be Prepared working to our benefit.
Yay.
And the final category that we're presenting an award in is for community and organization work, and this award goes to Roxanne Simons. Roxanne? Since 2005, Roxanne has selflessly served the Family Promise program, which is a shelter for homeless children and their families centered in the Admiral District. Through Roxanne's efforts, Family Promise has been able to serve.
It died.
All right, I'm going to yell now. Through Roxanne's efforts, Family Promise has providing shelter, food, case management services, and most uniquely a sense of community. Roxanne, through service on the Family Promise Board, service as a host coordinator, and as a volunteer organizer, has made this effort possible. She steps up whenever there is a need, from cook to cleanup crew to board member to fundraiser and planner. One story of Roxanne's giving that was shared with us is that Roxanne made a bunch of purses to sell at a craft fair. These purses from her own labor earned a tidy sum, and she took all the profit and turned it over to Family Promise. Why? Well, because Roxanne believes that children shouldn't be homeless, because she sees in the good in caring for parents who are lost, because she's a remarkable person and an asset to our community. Roxanne is not a person of great wealth or means. She's a humble person who puts others first, a creative, dynamic leader in our community, and she deserves to be recognized as the exceptional volunteer and person that she is. So thank you again to all the people that submitted nominations. There were so many great volunteers in West Seattle this time around. It was always so hard to select just one person in each category. But most of all, we'd like to thank the 4 people that we honored today, and to all of you for serving the West Seattle community. Thank you.